Welcome to Buzz Lab Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. The headlines are dazzling. AI startups hitting billion-dollar valuations, breakthroughs promising to change our lives. Every day it seems like there's a new story about a company revolutionizing the world with artificial intelligence, automation, or robotics. The media is filled with excitement, painting a picture of a future that's smarter, faster, and more connected than ever before. We see profits soar, stock markets boom, and futuristic tech everywhere. Investors are pouring money into the next big thing, and cities are transforming before our eyes. Skyscrapers light up the night, and the hum of innovation is almost tangible. It feels like we're living in a golden age of technology, where anything is possible and the only limit is our imagination. It feels like science fiction unfolding in real time. People interact with smart devices, self-driving cars glide through the streets, and digital assistants anticipate our every need. The pace of change is breathtaking, and the promise of progress seems limitless. But behind the excitement, a quieter headline emerges: global data centers to consume as much electricity as a small country. While we marvel at the wonders of AI, there's a growing concern that's often overlooked. The infrastructure powering this revolution is vast, complex, and incredibly energy-hungry. This is the hidden cost of the AI revolution, the enormous energy needed to power these digital brains. Data centers, the beating heart of our digital world, require constant electricity to keep running day and night. Their appetite for power is staggering, and it's only increasing as demand for AI grows. Every AI query, every model training triggers a vast, power-hungry infrastructure. Behind every search, every chatbot response, and every recommendation, there's a network of servers working tirelessly, consuming energy with every operation. Data centers, with their servers and cooling systems, are devouring electricity at an exponential rate. The need to keep these machines cool and operational means even more energy is used, creating a cycle of consumption that's hard to break. This isn't just a tech problem, it affects everyone. As data centers draw more power, the strain on the grid increases and the cost of electricity can rise for ordinary families and businesses. The impact ripples outwards, touching lives far beyond the walls of any server room. Imagine the electricity grid as a reservoir. Now, data centers are drinking from it with giant straws, straining the system. The more they consume, the less there is for everyone else, and the harder it becomes to balance supply and demand. The same power that lights your home is now fueling AI's insatiable appetite. Every time you flip a switch, you're sharing the grid with these digital giants, and the competition for energy is intensifying. As tech giants build more facilities, they're bidding against regular consumers for electricity. The race to expand AI capabilities means more data centers, more power lines, and more pressure on the energy market. The AI race is quickly becoming a race for who can secure the most power. In this new era, progress comes with a price, and it's one we all have to pay, whether we realize it or not. Why does AI use so much electricity? It's a question that's becoming more urgent as artificial intelligence weaves itself deeper into our daily lives. Every time you ask a smart assistant a question, generate an image, or translate a sentence, there's a hidden cost, one that's measured in kilowatts, not just code. The answer lies in the heart of the digital world: data centers. These are high-performance computing factories, vast warehouses filled with thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, of specialized chips called GPUs. Each one is designed to crunch numbers at mind-boggling speeds, powering the AI models that drive everything from search engines to self-driving cars. These chips don't just work hard, they work relentlessly, performing trillions of calculations every second, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. All that activity generates enormous amounts of heat, turning server rooms into digital furnaces. To prevent these machines from overheating, data centers rely on industrial-scale air conditioning and advanced water cooling systems. In fact, the energy needed just to keep these servers cool can rival the power used for the computing itself. Some facilities even use enough water to supply a small town, all in the name of keeping AI running smoothly. The scale is staggering. Training a single large AI model, like those behind today's most advanced chatbots, can consume as much electricity as thousands of homes do in an entire year. That's just for one model, during one training cycle. But the story doesn't end there. Tech companies are in a constant race, training and deploying new models all the time. Each new breakthrough means more servers, more power, and more demand on the grid. Even the simplest AI task, like asking a chatbot for a recipe, can use as much electricity as charging your phone from 0 to full. It's a tiny cost per query, but it adds up fast. Now multiply that by billions of queries every single day, all around the world. The result? An energy appetite that's growing at an unprecedented rate with no signs of slowing down. Just a few years ago, data centers accounted for about 1 to 2% of global electricity use. But as AI adoption accelerates, that number is climbing rapidly. Some analysts now warn that AI-driven data centers could soon consume 10% or even more of the world's electricity. That's a tenfold increase in just a handful of years. This isn't a slow, manageable rise. It's a vertical spike, an energy surge that our current power systems were never designed to handle. The biggest challenge of the AI era may not be the technology itself, but its voracious, often overlooked appetite for power. A hunger that's straining grids and raising tough questions about sustainability. In the end, it's a physical constraint on a digital revolution. No matter how advanced our algorithms become, they're still bound by the laws of physics and the limits of our energy infrastructure. As AI continues to expand, the scramble for energy is on, and the world is only beginning to reckon with the true cost of intelligence. How does a distant data center affect your electricity bill? It's simple economics, supply and demand. When a massive new consumer like an AI data center plugs in, local demand spikes. Utilities must produce or buy more power, often at higher prices, and those costs get passed to you. In places like Virginia, residents are already seeing bill hikes linked to data center growth. The cost of powering billion-dollar tech companies is being socialized across regular households. The wealth is concentrated, but the costs are shared by everyone. Ordinary people are paying more so tech giants can fuel their AI race. AI's energy use isn't just about electricity. It's about water, too. Data centers often use millions of gallons daily for cooling, straining local water supplies. Training an AI model is like a student cramming non-stop for months, but with thousands of GPUs burning power and water. A single training run can have a carbon footprint equal to hundreds of flights. Each new AI generation demands exponentially more data, chips, and energy. Only the wealthiest corporations can keep up, creating a massive barrier to entry. Competing in AI now requires colossal capital and a secure supply of power and water. The future of AI is being decided by who controls the physical infrastructure. It's no longer just about clever algorithms, it's about industrial and energy might. The AI arms race is a contest of resources. The US and China are taking very different paths in the energy race. The US grid is powerful but aging, a patchwork not built for sudden AI-driven demand spikes. It's like a network of old roads jammed by unexpected convoys. China, meanwhile, has built the world's largest, most centralized grid, expanding at record speed. The government can order new power plants and transmission lines, completing projects in years that would take a decade in the US. In the US, red tape and local opposition slow everything down. In China, priorities are set nationally and executed with military precision. This gives China a huge advantage in powering its AI ambitions. The ability to build infrastructure quickly is now a decisive edge. In the AI era, every megawatt counts. America's energy problem isn't a lack of resources, it's gridlock. The grid is old, and upgrading it is a bureaucratic nightmare. Projects cross states and private land, facing endless approvals and local opposition. Not in my backyard delays critical upgrades for years. Over 1,000 gigawatts of new solar and wind are stuck in line, waiting for approval. AI companies need power now, but the infrastructure is years away. Demand is outpacing supply, creating a dangerous bottleneck. Utilities warn they can't guarantee reliable power for new data centers. Some are pausing new connections altogether. Infrastructure paralysis is America's biggest threat in the AI race. While the US is stuck, China is building energy infrastructure at breakneck speed. In a single year, China added more solar capacity than the US has in its history. It leads in wind, hydro, and nuclear power, all driven by a state mandate for energy dominance. China's ultra-high voltage lines move massive power across vast distances, connecting resource-rich regions to tech hubs. The US has few such lines, making renewables harder to deliver. State-owned companies in China build projects without the delays of Western democracies. While the US debates, China builds. This lets China plan for AI's energy needs years ahead. By building a 21st century grid, China is creating a decisive advantage. Its Great Wall of Power is the foundation for its technological future. The US faces a dangerous future as energy demand outpaces supply. Grid reliability is at risk. On hot days, data center demand could trigger blackouts. Blackouts aren't just inconvenient, they can be life-threatening. To avoid them, utilities must invest billions in upgrades, costs pass to consumers. The AI industry profits, but the public pays through higher bills and less reliable power. The prosperity of the AI boom isn't shared, the burden falls on those who benefit least. The hidden cost is growing inequality and eroding public trust. In the 20th century, oil was the lifeblood of nations. Whoever controlled oil supplies held immense power, shaping economies, politics, and even the outcomes of wars. Oil determined global power, fueling the rise and fall of empires, and driving the engine of industrial progress. In the 21st century, the new currency of power is electricity. Our cities never sleep, illuminated by a constant flow of energy. Every device, every screen, every connection relies on a steady, reliable current. The ability to generate and deliver vast, reliable power is now the fuel for the AI revolution. Artificial intelligence, with its insatiable hunger for data and computation, demands more energy than ever before. Data centers, the brains of AI, consume as much electricity as small cities. The country that controls this new oil, the infrastructure to produce and distribute electricity at scale, will shape the future of technology, economics, and even global influence. Today, the US leads in AI research and innovation, but its aging electrical grid and political gridlock are major bottlenecks. Outdated infrastructure struggles to keep up with the demands of a digital world, and debates over energy policy slow progress. America's software genius is chained to hardware limitations. Brilliant minds and cutting-edge algorithms are held back by unreliable power and obsolete equipment, threatening the nation's technological edge. China, meanwhile, is building the world's most advanced energy infrastructure at unmatched speed. New power plants, transmission lines, and renewable energy projects are rising across the country, transforming its energy landscape. By ensuring a massive, stable power supply, China is giving its AI industry an unbeatable edge. Its data centers run at full capacity, supporting rapid advances in machine learning, robotics, and automation. The winner of the AI race will be the nation that can build power plants and transmission lines faster, more efficiently, and at greater scale than anyone else. Infrastructure is the new battleground. Right now, that's China, not the US. The balance of power is shifting and the world is watching. As AI becomes more common in our daily lives, powering everything from smart homes to self-driving cars, ask yourself, will your electricity bill go up? The answer may depend on who controls the future of energy.